Well, today is finally laundry day. I've got my clothes dryer up. It's pretty huge actually. Spins freely. Sort of a cool contraption. So I'm going to try it out today, finally. I wanted to wash my clothes a long time ago, but the weather reports kept saying rain, rain, rain every day. Actually, most of the time they were calling for partly cloudy, and it rained every day. But anyway, today finally we have sun and heat. So I washed my clothes and I'm going to hang them up finally on my new clothes dryer. Well, my clothes are a little wet because I don't have a a spin cycle, obviously, because I'm hand cleaning. So I balanced them out carefully on the drying rack, and this should be fine. They're starting to dry out nicely already as I was hanging them up. Well, I'm cooking my breakfast outside. It is just way too hot right now already. It's 80 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's disgusting. And as soon as the sun came up this morning, it was a scorcher. I was awake at 4, up around 5:30. I went down to the creek to start my day with my laundry. Just wanted to get a head start in the day because I knew it was going to be hot. So I've got a nice little, hope I don't burn myself. There you go. I got some eggs and some meat and cheese. Now this is deli ends. Good stuff. It's only $2.99 a pound for the meat and cheese ends. I just throw it in here, put a lid over it, put it on low, and got myself a very nice, very filling breakfast. That'll keep me going for a couple hours. I was shopping this morning in my Forest shopping mall, and I found some useful items. I found this has never been used. It's a nice little axe hatchet type head. There's an older one, a little bit roughed up. I don't think this one's been used either. Little hammer hatchet type of a deal. Those would be good for survival. Now I've got some old augers, files, and I got myself an old frying pan. I think I'm going to use this for cooking over an open fire. I don't like to use my good indoor cast iron for that. And this was laying out in the property, but she had one time had a, I probably can't see it in this, anyway, she had a price on there of $3. And again, this stuff is not just mine for the taking. So what I do is I pay her the scrap price or whatever's a fair value. She does dream of either taking this in or selling it one day, so I make a good deal with her and get some good junk. Now this was totally junk. This I really dug out. You can see the filth hanging in it yet. These are some old bells. But a lot of people are asking me to make a Bedini motor and to show how to do it. So I'm hoping that these coils will still be good. I've got 2 of these bells that I dug out of the forest. Obviously this coil's shot, but I might get lucky and have 3 coils, which is precisely what I need to make a decent Bedini motor. So if these are any good, then I'm that much closer to making this video for you guys, for those who are asking. I'm going to use scrap parts that I find just to prove it can be done. Here's something else that might make some of y'all happy, especially the men who have back pain and hurt every time they see me working on the ground. These are 2, I think this was originally meant to be a workbench. These were laying off in the forest, and surprisingly they're not rusted up. So what I'm going to do is, I think they were meant for a workshop because there's breakout sockets for power plugs. I'm just going to put boards on these, put a cross beam across each one to reinforce it, and I've got myself an outdoor workbench. That's it. Well, it's starting to get too hot, but I've been trying to work on this old beast. I was really hoping to get a generator going today, and maybe have some air conditioning going on inside. It's just too hot. I'm getting a headache already. And it's not from dehydration, it's from heat. But this is what I pulled out of there, out of the gas tank. It's a lot of rust and slop, and you probably can't see it in the middle. Maybe you can. You can maybe see it in the middle, a little bit of water. There's quite a bit of water in the tank. But I just discovered an amazing bonus. These little black spots are deer flies. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deer flies have suicided in this gas I had poured out. And I think I'm going to leave it here, because those little buggers hurt when they bite. But there was a lot of rust and oily sludge and slop in this gas. This is mixed with water, and it's almost oily. It's a very odd stuff. It's a mess. Anyway, that was in my gas tank, and I washed it out with water, and I've got it. Well, I had it over here. The sun was shining. Trying to dry it out in the sun, and I had this dish set up. The idea, I'll show you what I was trying to do. It was working. This dish is concentrating the heat of the sun, and I was really hoping to try to prop it up there and dry this thing out. Of course, the sun's gone now, but I'm hoping to dry out this tank. There's still some water in there, but it's hot. Hopefully that'll dry out and evaporate nicely for me today, and maybe I'll get to use it later, I hope. Well, I've got the tank over trying to dry out in the sun. Well, the sunner's intermittent mess. And it's picking up today. That's a good thing. Anyway, I put a drop of gas in the cylinder directly. I pulled the spark plug, put some gas in, and it sputtered. So it wanted to run. So now what I've done is I've poured the container, poured water in the fuel hose. Back off so it doesn't suck air later. I don't know if it'll make a difference. Anyway, poured gas in the fuel line, and tried to fill the fuel bowl in the carburetor a little bit. See if this thing will run at all. I hope. Like I have a generator. Oh boy, that was some serious work. Now I just got to get that gas tank cleaned up, get it on there, and I think I'm going to have a generator. I might have air conditioning. This is good. For those not so mechanically inclined, I simply took a water bottle and put some gas in it and poured it very carefully into the fuel hose, because the gas tank is missing, and I just wanted to fill the bowl and see if it would run. And this is of course the carburetor bowl. Now now that it works, now I can take the time. See, it's dripping now, but now I can take the time and make a gasket for this. I didn't want to waste any time on this until I knew if it was going to run or not. So now I'm going to do that while that gas tank is drying out. But I wish I had some kind of a boat gas can. Would be great right now. Set that up on here with a rubber strap and run this thing. Get some air conditioning going. I got to fix this choke because that's no good. It's well wore out, and that'll cause problems with running later. But anyway, it's going to be good. I'm going to take this apart and make myself a, it's probably almost come off, yeah it will. Oh, there was still gas in there. Surprised. Make myself a gasket, and I'll have a generator. Well, I've got the tank cleaned out, although somehow, I don't know where it was, but there was a little bit of water in my filter. It came from somewhere, which I don't like. I'm going to have to put some dry gas in the system. But I have a fuel leak. I think my bowl is off. I'm going to have to adjust my float. That's a bad thing. And my feet on the bottom are not pretty good. Of course, you probably didn't hear a thing I just said. My motor mounts are shot. And I got my fuel bowl is dripping gas. But it runs. Got the AC power. I just plugged in my heat lamp to the generator. Oddly, it just started raining. This is very annoying. Oh, God bless the weather, man. I'll tell you what. Today is supposed to be sunny. I hope you can hear that. That's a thunderstorm. That's a full-blown thunderstorm. Today is sunny. Wow. You wouldn't know it. The good news is that's going to cool it off out a little bit, I guess, if it rains. Generator works, but this poor old carburetor is not good. I mean, it's running, and I've got some water in my filter. I'm thinking I probably goofed. I should have emptied this. I think there was probably water in there and got in my filter. So I'm going to put some dry gas in. And I have to adjust the float level, which is no fun. It's one of my weaknesses. Hope I get it right. I'll have AC. Well, this, people, is what the weatherman calls a sunny and clear day. The rain just started. I had to come in. Fortunately, I got my close in before it started hitting hard. You don't see it much here. If I looked out into the meadow, you'd see it. I had to bring my stuff in because there was thunder and lightning, and I'm happy I did. Let's see if I can get you a better view of the rain. This, people, is a clear and sunny day. And my phone weather indicator says dry conditions will continue. Funny. I don't feel dry. Had to bring in my clothes and hang them up. I don't believe this year. It's really crazy. I've been wanting to do laundry for 2 weeks, and today was supposed to be sunny, so I did my laundry, and it's raining. This is just the weirdest weather this year. I've never ever seen it like this. Actually, this is like all season so far. It's been rain almost every day. Well, I think I fixed my float problem. I had to take the carburetor apart and work at it. It was a problem because the carburetor is a little bit rusted up inside from age and neglect, And I have a cereal box gasket on the fuel bowl, as somebody on YouTube suggested. Did that a lot with my Camaro too. The choke is a little bit of a problem. I'll have to figure out how that was originally supposed to be. And it sort of runs rough because the choke flops open and closed all the time. It's really awkward. But I'll figure that out and smooth it out. I also got a generic air filter I'll put on here in a little bit. Let's see if I can get this old beast running. I just put a couple gallons of gas in it and some seafoam in the tank. Oh, now it doesn't want to start for me, old beast. Everything should be good. Got it running. Well, that's odd. That's really funny. It was running but earlier. Now I actually want to try my AC. It doesn't want to work for me. Isn't that funny? So fuel is on, switch is on, AC is off, should run. Seafoam will work through and help it out, I believe. Okay, now I've checked my air conditioner unit inside and it runs on 14, I think it said 14 amps on high. I'm going to see if I can run it on low. I got to run a wire inside. I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully this works. Okay, I've got the wire running into my camper. I've unplugged everything from the walls. And there should be nothing plugged in just for safety purpose. I don't even know exactly how that AC is hooked up and which wire it's on, but I guess I'm going to find out. Sort of nervous because this old camper has not had AC power in who knows how long. We have a lighted cable here, so I'm going to plug in my AC line from my camper. This is scary. Alright, so far so good. Nothing's wrong. Let me see if I have AC light. Oh wow, that's brighter than normal. That's odd. Alright, now this is really nervous. Let me see if this will work. I'm just going to turn on the fan. Let me see what we got here. Warm or colder? I definitely want cold. I hear a clicking noise. I wonder if that's some electronics going on. So I'm going to try the fan. There's nothing. I don't know if there's a different power line that's supposed to go to this. Huh. Interesting. I sure would like to have AC. I guess I'll have to keep experimenting here.